Hey, Nadia here. And the point of this video is I'm going to give you exactly step-by-step instructions on how you can go out and do a yoga cleanse. So I believe in it. Actually, John and I did it this morning. So I needed to sort of refresh all that it takes to successfully perform one. And the good news is it only should take you maybe an hour to an hour and a half to get it done. You need to do it first thing in the morning. So if you usually wake up at 8 or 8:30, maybe wake up 30 minutes before. So really the key to success here is you want to go ahead and get it all done before your natural processes begin, before you get hungry and you know what I mean, and things like that. So now also, of course, I would do it on the day where you don't have a big thing going on, right? I would maybe do it on an off day or something like that. So, so here's what you're going to do is you're going to wake up, you're going to go ahead and probably it's going to take maybe as much as a gallon of water for you in order to get enough going on. So the way that I did it, and let me see if I can show this to you. So I used a jug like this to mix the water in, and so then I had my regular, you know, and we have an alkaline water machine where we get really good alkaline water. So if you're going to do a bottled water or something like that, I would make sure it's not tap water, right? Because it has chlorine and all the other stuff that you don't want to deal with. So, so then you want to make sure that you're using good sea salt. There's processed salt, right? Table salt is not something that you want to do this with. And if you haven't yet seen my salt video, actually, let me give you real quick how you check to make sure that it's good salt. So what you do is you're going to take a glass of water, and I would do it before you go to bed. So, so take a spoonful of your sea salt, put it in a glass of water, leave it overnight. When you wake up in the morning, if the salt is still sitting there on the bottom of the glass, that's the bad salt. And if you eat it, that's what it does in your body, it just collects in places, and you don't want that. The good salt will actually disappear, like it'll be, you know what I mean? What's the word?
Gone.
It'll be gone, right? Makes sense. It's not going to be sitting on the bottom. So the salt, that's my favorite. And I use this to cook. I'll actually post a link for it. It is so delicious. It is so good for you. It is so fancy. This is like chef quality sea salt. I probably could find a cheaper type, but that's just kind of like what we have in our house, and I don't have any table salt, whatever. So here's the way that I did it. This right here is probably about half a gallon. So the water needs to be warm. So you don't want it hot, you don't want it cold. You want it to be warm. So I heat it up on the stove. Do not use the microwave. Microwave actually changes the cells, and so you don't want that either, right? Microwaves, they say, is really bad for you. I agree with that. So I try to stay away from using the thing, as you see it in the background here, right? So you're going to make it warm, and how much salt do you put in there? So I would do, like on a jug like this, I put 2 tablespoons. So I would say approximately maybe 4 tablespoons of sea salt per gallon, and just taste it. So it just needs to be a little bit salty. It's not salty to the point where it's like obnoxious, but you need to be able to taste it. So 2 tablespoons per half a gallon of warm water. That's the way that it works. So what you're going to do is you're going to drink a little glass like this, okay? And then you're going to do a set of 4 exercises, and I'll show that to you here shortly. So you're going to drink a glass, set of exercises, drink a glass, set of exercises, and you want to sort of go through it quick. You don't want to really take your time, right? So drink a glass, exercises, drink a glass, exercises, and here's what's going to be happening is that water, because it's warm and salty, it's going to go through your insides, and the exercises actually help the water make its way through to your organs, like your colon, your intestines, all that good stuff. And because it's warm and salty, it's going to take all that junk or crap, for lack of a better word, off the walls, and it'll start to flash it out. And so what you're looking to do is you're looking to get it to the point where you drink a glass of water and then you go to the bathroom. So I would say it takes about maybe 30 to 45 minutes, depending on the speed that you're going. And then you're gonna go ahead and continue to do it until you drink a glass, and then you go to the bathroom, and the water is pretty clear. That's when you know you're good. So within an hour to hour and a half, you need to be done. So it's a pretty quick process. Now, once you are done, it's important to stay away from hard foods for the day. So you don't want to eat any meat, you don't want to eat vegetables, you don't want to eat fruit, you don't want to eat anything acidic or hard to digest. So what I did this morning is I made us some rice. So rice and butter is perfect. Also maybe potatoes, maybe something that with bread or pasta, but nothing spicy, nothing acidic, very sort of, I call it like simple carbs with butter. So very simple, very easy on the stomach. And that's it. So hour to an hour and a half. And then if this is your very first time doing the cleanse, then here's what I did the first time that my mom had this, had me do this when I was 17 years old. And I went from size 10 to size 4, right? In a matter of like 5 to 6 weeks or whatever that was. So I did this process 3 times over a course of like 4 weeks. So you don't want to do this very often at all. But if you're somebody that's really looking to lose a lot of weight and you've never done a cleanse and you have a lot of toxicity going on, I do recommend that you do this maybe 2 to 3 times over a course of maybe a month, something like that. So don't do it every day, you know what I mean? And then once every 6 months, it's a good thing to do. So it's just to make sure that you're getting rid of all that toxicity that's sitting there. And you know what happens, like when you have all that stuff right around like your stomach area, because it's sitting in your colon and all this other stuff, and it gets through the walls and then it gets into your blood, and then all that toxicity is circulating your body. And a lot of times, you know, you'll notice once you do the cleanse, your face clears up, and like, you know, if you're having any skin issues, like it goes away because the toxicity is flushed out of the system. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the exercises that you're going to do between drinking the water. Okay, so now we're going to show you the 4 exercises. All right. So the first one, and you're going to do 10 each. So you're going to drink a glass, 10 each. Can you go mute the TV, dog? Mute the football game. All right, so we're gonna go like this, Christina. So you're gonna put your hands and then you're gonna go back and forth. So, and what's important is, do I look funny?
No, you look good. Christina was like twisting instead of bending.
So you're gonna do this 10 times on each side. And it's important that your stomach muscles are working because, again, you're trying to help the water to get through, okay? So especially if you feel nauseous, you need to be doing the exercises, okay? So the next one, and then just basically, you're gonna want to be moving your stomach. So you're doing a good job. Very good job. So 10 times each side. Then we're gonna get on the floor here and then go like this. So and again, let's move your stomach.
Good job, Dylan.
Make sure, very good job, Dylan. Do you feel that your stomach muscles are like, your stomach is kind of getting massaged here by this exercise? Okay, so 10 times each. And the very last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pretend like we're gonna do push-ups, but instead, we're gonna look over to the other foot and move our whole body up and down. And that'll help the water to go even to the,
you're doing a good job.
Very good job. Or you can try to look over your shoulder. Try to look over your shoulder real quick. Over your shoulder. There you go, like that.
Nice.
Awesome, Dill. Good job. Perfect.